Today, we're going to be taking a look at Crawl4AI CSS extraction. What we're going to use is this JSON CSS extraction strategy. Wow, that's a mouthful. And what it does is it allows you to pass in a schema and select CSS selectors to extract specific information out of a website. Let's just give it a run and see what our final outcome is. The two extractions we're going to do is extract the text and the link for the top row for the nav bar. And then we're also going to select all of the H2s within the main body. Let's actually run this. So the first one, you can see we selected the header and all the links up there. Well, I guess it's the paths up there, H2 headings. And here we have title. It says AI skill now available. Let's look for it. The second schema selects these headings, and we come down here and you see AI skill now available. Go back to the text, and here it is. It's the heading 2 right here. Now let's jump back over and actually learn how to code this thing. The first part is the schema. So we're going to define the URL and then define the first schema, which is this top one. Then we give it a name, and then we give it a base selector. The base selector identifies each of the output strings because we're like trying to grab multiple things. So it's identifying the nav link. If we go to the nav bar, inspect it, and you can come down here and you can see the list of links within the nav bar. We're going to nav bar and then link to grab that selector. Then after we define the base selector, we then define the fields we want to grab from that base selector. And here we're going to do a name, text, type, text, and then transform, and we're just going to strip the text. What transform does is does a little text processing like strip or trim to trim white spaces leading and trailing, things like that. That's the first thing we're going to grab. So that is this, the text. The next item we're going to extract is this href with a name href. Type is going to be attribute instead of text, and then attribute is going to be href. Finally, we're going to give it a default. If it doesn't have a href, then it's going to just return an empty string. But that is this first one, and you can see it selected 80 items. Scroll down to the bottom and look at how this is actually used. So we're going to create a strategy within the main method, and this is that JSON extraction strategy. Then we're going to pass that, our schema, and verbose to false. Then we're going to set a config, which is the crawl run config. This should be pretty standard at this point. Cache mode bypass, and then extraction strategy is going to be the strategy, verbose set to false. Sync with AsyncWebCrawler, get the results, passing it the URL and the config, and we get the results. After that, we're going to do the other strategy, but we can ignore that for now. We come down here, we get the nav links by using results extract content, which initiates this extraction strategy. Then we're just going to print some stuff. So we're going to dump some links, indent 4, and then we're going to dump the first 5. Then we're going to print some items. Then we're going to print the length. Scroll back up and look at the second schema. This is also a pretty good one if you want to extract like specific content from a page that's not in a list, but more like a type of content. So here it's H2, or you could extract all the images, things like that. The base selector is H2, and then we're going to grab the fields. The first field we're going to grab is the title. Let's go back over here. Let's get it right here. We get the H2, and we're grabbing the title. I guess you probably can't see this. It's kind of small, but yes, you get the title there. Then we are grabbing the name anchor ID, and the type is an attribute with the attribute set to ID instead of href up here. So you can see down here, the ID is going to be new adaptive web crawler. Let's look back. New adaptive web crawler right there. And then we're going to do default no ID instead of just leaving it blank. Moving down again to the main section, we're going to then create the second strategy. I guess we could move these out of here. It's probably a bit cleaner. Okay, we're going to create the second strategy and then the second crawler. Moving down, we're going to do results 2, await, get the results. Then heading down a bit more, we're going to do results 2, extract content, which extracts the content. And then we're going to print the length. And if we have headings, we're then going to print H0, so the first heading, which is right here. And you could also do H0. Next, we have JSON dumps and headings with the indent of 4, which just prints out all that. Now let's run that again because we should just get the titles now. Yep, we just got the title for that one, and we have the title. I also realized this is because they're using an emoji. So that's why that's like that. And you have the anchor tags. That is it, though, for how to extract information using this JSON CSS extraction strategy. Basically, you just create these strategies and give it a base selector and then define all the fields that you want within that kind of base selector, and it will go and grab all that from the page. That is it for the video, though. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll see you next time.